Welcome back to Foundry, my name is Nilaus, and something weird has happened with this game, something really unusual. I made the last video, and then I stopped playing, and then I started playing again, and then I started playing, and I played some more, and I just played some more, and I was like, holy smokes, this is really fun, this is super fun. So I ended up just kind of playing a lot on my own, and I was like, no, if this is, oh, look at that ship, if this is so fun, then I really have to create some content for it. So this space that we're seeing here is pretty much what we did last time, what I ended up last time, but with a few additional changes. What I did was I wanted to try these medium ships, and man, do they look awesome. This is for bringing in thermalite, so that we, because we're actually using a monstrous amount of thermalite sheets going in here and then coming out. As thermalite, you can also see green belts. We've unlocked a little bit of green assemblers. We got a few of those, and those are absolutely amazing. So I'm thinking, okay, what do I want to do? Like, what I'm doing now is I'm putting this on a bus, which is not a really big surprise that I'm putting it on a bus, and then I'm sort of supplementing here with some of the various things that I think would sort of be easier, because we're trying to buy as much as possible instead of producing them, just for sort of the fun of it. And there are some things you can't buy from the network, but you have to build it. And if we also look at the base, everything kind of looks okay, except for some few things. What is this one? We don't even know. Oh, that is, oh right, that's pipes, because pipes should not have been on the bus, so I just cleaned it out. And up here, we can now see there is one thing, and one thing only, that is not working. That's this one. This is actually the hover engines, because I'm making an insane amount of drones. Well, insane amount of different drones, not sort of drones in and of themselves. But you can see here they use a lot of these hover engines. So maybe we should make a factory just making hover engines. So let's have a look at what hover engines make. It's not exactly super exciting things. It's like technum rods, which you can see we're researching the market license, and then it's advanced machinery parts, which we already have, and electronic components. So I was thinking, could we make a location completely separate that uses, there we go, that gets the technum rods from, buy those, buy the machinery parts, buy the electronic components, and then bring it back on a cargo shuttle and put it on the bus. Later on we could actually put it from the cargo shuttle directly into separate bases that make more of this. Like, ideally, I'd also like to change all of these to medium ships, because then I don't have to use as many. But there's not really a lot of room, because the medium ships takes a lot of space. So the first thing you want to do, first of all, if you want to see more Foundry, then be sure to support this this video. I'm really having a blast with this, like an insane amount of fun. I don't care if people call it a ripoff of Satisfactory. It can do so many other things that are so amazing. So first thing first, let's make a platform where we can start working on. So we have a nice big platform, and it's time for us to start building here. And this seems like a giant platform, but it's not even going to be massive extra space. So I built some of these in advance, and I'm just going to place them. So the question or decision is always, do I want to make make medium ones here, or the small ones? The small ones, they are a lot easier to manage because they are small, but these ones, they have a bigger stockpile, and on top of that, they also have they have better fuel efficiency. So if we can use these, then it would be better. And we're going to be getting this because, if we recall, it's 3 different things: technum, advanced machinery parts, and electronic circuits that we need inbound. And that is going to be here. And then the next one is going to be more difficult, because that's the 3 inputs. The output will not be going up to the space station. It'll actually be staying here, and therefore we need a cargo shuttle pad and a cargo shuttle start here. And we want to sort of make him like this, and this is getting a little bit tricky how that's going to be working. Yeah, I'm going to need to build like a little barricade here, because I want to build it there. So I want it to be built in this corner there. That makes it a little bit more difficult. That's, yes, like that. Boom. Great. And then we can take this out again. And also the middle one. Yep. Right, so these ones, these are cargo ships, and they're not actually going to go very far right now, but they will probably go further at some point. Here we have to set destination, which doesn't exist anymore. Take up and conditions, that's fine. And what we see underneath is that we have plenty of spaces inbound. So now we can have 3 different things inbound, and we can get that. So we actually have some of the work to be done up in space here, and that is on the galactic market. We also need to bring in some technum rods. I can't believe we're buying technum rods. It's insane. It's insane that we're buying technum rods. They're dirt cheap. And what is the minimum we want to buy? 4,000. No, that's a wait. That means I can only get it minimum 2,000, because that's a small ship, and we don't have all the other small ship sets. So don't buy it unless we have this, and buy it if we have below 10,000. I think. Buy techno rods, and it goes out immediately. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we got one here, which is the medium ship, and then a light ship and a light ship, a small ship and small ship. So we'd love to have bigger ships here, but they are expensive, and we now have the option of buying more ships because I just completed a hangar upgrade. And if we look at these medium cargo ships, they cost 50,000, but they are more efficient on transport, and they can transport 5,000 instead of 2,000, but they do take 2 hangar spaces. So even one of these ships is better than 2 normal ships, but they're still rather expensive. So this one will be doing planetary hauling, because we're going to do a lot of that, and I'll build another one, and that's going to also do planetary hauling. So we have, I wish there was like up here, please let us sort by shipment type or assignment so I get a sense of it, because we still have small ships and medium ships, and there are all sorts of weird things, and they're not, they're not sorted. It would be lovely to sort this. Here we're also working on an upgrade, but this upgrade takes a monstrous amount of construction materials, so we'll basically just go other things once in a while that is less expensive. This one is not as expensive, so maybe we'll do this in the meantime. Oh, I only have 10. We definitely need that market office. That could be other things we'd want to buy. Eventually, we'd want to buy most of these things, like steel beams, for example. This just costs some money, so we might as well just target this and say, okay, we're probably gonna at some point be able to, or want to be able to buy steel from orbit. Okay, so that means we will, if I look again here, in 4 minutes we'll get this. We'll get a lot of technum rods in. So we're gonna get these configured. This one, send stuff from here. That's gonna be the technum rods, because why not? I will only use the medium ships, and they take 5,000, so the minimum transport is 5,000. Yes, please. And this one can store 10,000 kilos, and each techno rod is 1 kilo. All right. Oh, they have both sides. Oh, that's nice. Transport wares. The other one was electronic components. There. I will deselect these, and this will be minimum 10,000, which is again 5,000. This is going to be a monstrous amount of 10,000. Hold on. If I bring 10,000 in, that's not going to work, because I can't store 10,000. I can only store 6,000. So we're going to have to do a lot less here, even though that's kind of wasted our big ship. But we'll have to do that. And the last one over here will be the advanced machinery parts. Ah, yes. Advanced machinery parts. That one, and it's 166. Sure, 1,600. Good. Oh, and that one's actually coming in. Nice. The other ones are not coming in yet, but now it is the factory design part. I think I'm going to build it. It's going to be so silly that this is how much space it takes, and then the actual factory will be so small by comparison. That is not it. It's one of these. And let me build it this way, just to get a sense of it. Okay, so let's see. What is this one going to make? This is going to make hover engines. This can make 20 hover engines per minute. And this will take 20 of each of these items inbound. So if we scale it towards a belt here, that would be 320. That would be 16 of these. Or if I scale it towards one of that, which is a little bit too much, but I think 16 machines is a good place to go. So I'll build 16 machines of this, which is 8 on either side, and then I will get all the stuff from the inside. No, I can't do that. It'll have to go. I can just make like 16 out here. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get this one inbound, because they come out here. And it goes 1, 2. So if I get it in like this, then I won't be able to do this part because, will I? No, I don't think so. This is the classic issue with we also have in Dyson Sphere Program, because this one will reach all 3, and then there's no way for me to get that long one over on the other side. So there is no way to do this without sort of having multiple lines of that. Oh, we got another research. Researchers are... We'll do more scanning. Yeah, so this is not going to work. So I'm going to be having the techno rods on the outside going around, and then the 2 over here in the middle. That's better. Change of pace. This is a long one, so building it out is kind of silly. Let's build it along the side here. So that means I am going to build it like this. And then we get 3 inbounds on the inside. Let's try that. 1, 2, and then I built 16 here, and then just get it in on the line. I think that might look better. So it's a gigantic loading, unloading location and a teeny tiny factory. We can always make this bigger. This is not a problem to make it bigger. It actually kind of is because I built it a little bit too close. But whatever, I can make it bigger if I want to. What I don't have that yet is actually the recipe. So we're going to set the recipe up here. And this is more of a principled idea here, in the sense that I do need this part for sure. And there we go. I do need it, but it's also something I could just make in a smaller, more simple way. But hey, who wants to make things small and simple when we can make things big and complicated? Or at least awesome. There we go. And that... Wow. Swing and a miss. And there. Alright, so that gets all of this outbound, and then we hopefully start seeing 320 of these. And the middle ones we're going to start up first, because that's where they merge, and that's coming in now. So that means we now fill up a box here. This box is... I don't even know if we... Like, it has 10 boxes here, but I don't know... Oh, really? It doesn't go in? Why does it not go in? Fill inventory. Apply. Okay. Manage inventory. Cargo shuttle. Okay, so it doesn't go in. Maybe because it doesn't have a location set, and maybe it needs some extra things. Anyway, yeah, I kind of want it to work, so we are going to be setting it up here. And then just at least putting it into a little box of some sort. What do I have? A logistics container? That's fine. Do I also have a bigger one? No, I don't. So we'll take this one and knock out a few more. There. And that can then go out and in. So at least it'll continue to work for the time being. Good. Now we need to build somewhere over on this side. We need to put it in. And I already have this location, and this is the one that I'm going to retire. So I might as well just say, you know what, this is the location where it comes in. And that means we need to just change this a little bit. And actually, I don't really want to change it. I just want to replace... Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to do it this way first. So, there. So that comes in. And that comes in from a location backwards that way. And that way. And then I want to find out exactly this location where the other ones are at. And that should be the location I'm placing it. So let's try the landing pad now and see how that works. Oh, that's also a giant one. Does it go like this or... Yeah, okay, I think I need to do it in a different way because I don't want it to be intersecting with this line. So I want it behind this. And then it looks like there are some paths out there, so we just need to get it as close as possible. And does that? Yes, that is as close as possible. And I can then get it out. Again. Oh, really? That's... Oh, right. And now I get it. It was actually because I needed... These are not sort of... Those are ports. And... Okay. So this is ready to go in. It doesn't say anything. It says missing building foundation. Oh yeah, well that's kind of obvious. And now it can set the name. This one should be hover engine. Inbound. I don't know if the other one, or just in maybe. Oops. In. How is it? Yeah, if it's sorted, then I want the ins first and the outs. Good. In hover engine. Good. It works. It's enabled. I can't shut it down. Drop-off station can only be unloaded by using loaders. Yes, we found out about that. There we go. Cargo bay extension is always good. Why is it always good? Because it allows us over here. Now it's up to 7,000, and I really wanted to just go to 8,000. And we don't have a lot of resources. Oh my god, we are... This idea is a good idea. I don't know if it is, but it's... yeah, it uses a lot of money. We'll continue to do spaceship updates, and what I want to do is I want to continue with one more cargo bay update here. Oh, we don't have that. We don't have any money, so that means we have to do something like the reactor. We have 1,800, that's nice. So we continue on this full repair and just continue that for a little bit more. We are now setting in the loader, and that should immediately start filling up, which is obviously much better. And let's have a look at this one. Then we see that it's filling up. Lovely. Oh, wow. That's not really a lot of things that are transferred because they're only stacked to 25. That's awful. Takeoff condition. Set destination. Set destination name. Oh, wow. Is that really? Okay. That kind of. Not valid target station with... Oh, no. Oh, no. I have to remember exactly what I did. There we go. En route to target destination. Distance is... Oh, it left. Oh, there we go. Sweet. I'm a little bit cautious. And then this is the ship cargo. But is there any cargo? No, there's no... It doesn't go in unless there is a ship cargo waiting. So it has to come in. Let's go over here and see what it feels like when it unloads. Oh, this is incredibly slow. Yeah, this is probably not gonna work. Well, that was a good idea, but my god, is that slow. It's like for really long distances, and it comes out. It does not go... I don't think there's a landing pad storage. It's simply the ship. Yeah, this looks like it's the ship unload speed. So that means it definitely has to go into a box. Definitely has to go into a box. And that's here. Just a small box, maybe? That can't work. Okay. Inbound, inbound, and out, out, and out. So it can at least unload this ship. Like, granted, this is one thing, and it's okay. So it's now coming in a lot quicker. We can do some changes here as well, so that it unloads with 2 full belts at a time. So the unloads... Oh, look at these ships. I love it. I love it. This ship here... I'm honestly wondering if I need 2 of these. Or if it even works if I have 2 of these. So, I think I'm going to try it. So what I want to do is... I want to make sure that I don't build them on top of each other. There. And then I'm going to build 1 more of these, and let's make sure that they are turned the right way. That's no good. That one, I think. Yes, that's straight in the corner. Perfect. So I don't know if I can have two of these working on the same or going into the same platform, or if it's a 1-to-1 match. I hope that since it's... maybe we can do V. copy. I can't copy settings. Okay. So this one, let's see. We'll just set the destination in colon space hover engine, right? It says that it's possible. Cool. All right. Then I'm going to build a splitter here and a storage box because we need the storage boxes allocated like this. Yeah. Because this is, because of the awful stack size, this is really not working. But we'll desperately try to make it work by forcing it in like this. By forcing it to be effective. And we got a solar array. Yeah, that's working a little bit. So we get a little bit more power up in the air. And then it's going to be here. Then station upgrades. I just needed a little bit of power because the reactor thing is so expensive. So as soon as I click this, these just disappear almost instantly. So this is kind of one of those things where you let it go for a little bit and then you realize that it's actually out and then you go back and build something else. I want the cargo bay. Cargo bay is surprisingly expensive because, not because of this, but because every time I upgrade, it also triggers new here to top up the stockpile all the way up to the top, right? So these want to really just keep stocking up. And we're really just having a problem with maintaining it. But hey, we'll make it work at some point. And this ship is, oh shoot, it's actually working. Nice. So we can have 2 of these sending to the same location. Now this is good. Now we're actually consuming things and sending them over because it just wasn't fast enough. This one gets up to, yeah, fast enough. And we'll see how that works with the ships if they're sort of queuing up. That one should be ready to go, but maybe it doesn't go until, oh, there we go. Nope, it goes. Then let's see if it's actually in waiting position. If it comes over here and is sort of on hold. And this is, okay, this is good. It's actually full. Ore mining. And this is unable to, and now it leaves and the unknown comes in. Let's do more research. What is this? CPU production. Ugh. Horrifying. Robot production. Ugh. New tasks for CBB. No thanks. Okay, so this is coming, but that's a long switch over time. But still, like, having 2 is better than 1. It is probably doubling the throughput, I would imagine. Because there's just a lot of things that, a lot of time that's not spent on actually loading and unloading. But it works. It's good. I have set these up as priority. And that should stop this one from actually working anymore, which is good. Well, you're building, you're just building up to stockpile. Cool. And then it's going to be stopping. Oh, look at that. We have another issue. And that is xenoferrite plates. Well, the easiest way to solve that is just making a big platform here and then setting that out into, yeah, just loading it up here. Because the xenoferrite plates, we're not really producing enough of it because it's only this part. And the question is, do we want to buy it? If we want to buy it, let's look at our finances here. You can see that we actually only made 50,000 the last day because we ended up spending so much money on the market to buy stuff. If we could find some good way of making money, if we look at our galaxy map, you can see we've claimed another location. This one is flipping over. This one is almost flipping over. Actually, it's very, very close. 90. Okay, so when this one flips, this one here is not. The whole sector is. 2 of them are ours. 1 of them is flipping, and the last one we can't flip because that's requiring some farmer drones, farmer robots that we can't make, and they are super expensive. So maybe expand into another territory to make more money, because I think we now have more production than we can actually use. So I think it's about time we missing sector link. Oh, I can't even link that one. Minerbot robot, we don't have that. Yes, 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 yes. No. And no. So that's actually, we're never going to get this one. This is too expensive or too difficult. What about this zone here? Yes, yes. All of that, yes. Yes. except for that minor robot. But hey, I can unlock that sector, and then we have some licenses we need to buy more licenses, and then in order to get this, start taking over this zone. This one is also flipping to ours. That's good. And what about maybe this one? Is this good? Minor robot we can't do. Minor science robot we can't do. And this can do all of it here. So this is going to be a little bit doubtful. We want to take places that we can actually take over. I have decided something. And the reason why and what I've decided is we are really having a tough time keeping up money. So I was thinking, okay, is there something we can sell just plain on this market that we can just make money on? And then the consideration is it has to be easy to produce, low weight, so we can transport a lot of it, and high value. And the best thing I've actually come up with is actually the glass. Glass is pretty good if we look at it here as it comes over. Go away with that hover thingy. Steel. Let's look at it here. If I want to make a new recurring order for glass, it actually gets us 6 and it only weighs 1. So this could be a good candidate for just selling as much as I want. Then because glass is only coming in from the calcite. So what I could do is I can upgrade this part, and then this is crusher number 1. But if I update these to crusher 2, which I have in abundance, then it actually gets twice as fast. That also of course means that the next time it has to go twice as fast. That means I could use, instead of 4 on either side, I could use 6 the advanced ones, but the advanced ones, they're unfortunately a little bit bigger, so I'd have to sort of change the footprint. So I think I'm actually going to be just doubling this part with small, and then just doubling up and then moving this one out, so that I can basically have these 2 columns do twice as much. I think that would be a good idea. And then we'll just kind of send it into okay, that one, blow it up. So that doesn't need to go any bigger in that direction, but it does need to get some more smelters in. First thing we can do is actually upgrade all this. This just makes this crushing twice as fast, which is awesome. Very simple. But we also need to go down here and then make sure that we have better. Does that work? Not enough space in character. Oh no! Yeah, we don't need this anymore. There. Okay, so we need to do some overhaul on getting more of this. This will get us faster. I will then also upgrade my belts so that these are faster, and then also upgrade up here. That goes in, and that gets upgraded in here, in here. It doesn't need to be upgraded, but that should get us. Basically, this is okay, let's do it in this one. This one is taking 10, so it's 80 plus 80, that's 160 inbound. And how much is the outbound? It is outbounding 3 times as much. That's actually problematic. This is 80 times 3, that's 2. Okay, so this belt also has to be upgraded, otherwise it can't output all of it as well. So that's kind of important, and that has to go over here as well. Then as I smelt it, let's see, how does that work? It's smelting 60 to 12, so it's divided by 5, and this is going to be 320 divided by 5, so it's like 60 plus 60. Oh, this is, yeah, okay, so it's about 200 per minute I make. That's not so bad, but it's not so great either. Let's upgrade this. So we now upgraded it. It's looking good. They are producing, but they're also sort of getting stuck here at some point. They are going out. Some of them are. This one is stuck. I don't know why this one's stuck. This has 200. The other ones, oh, they're just building up. Okay. So now I need to build a launch facility. That's a big one here. Let's see if I can find a good place for it. I want to build it 2 from the side here. 2. And then a little bit of room for a splitter, because the splitter has to be here, and it has to be a splitter because otherwise I end up, yeah, okay, so that's too close. Takes a while to deconstruct. There we go. And try again. And it has to be here. A little bit further down. Good. This one goes in. Like that. And then I am going to say it will be outputting, priority outputting to that side. So let's go back to the formula here, or to the base, and this one will be configuring and sending wares. I'll send this upwards. Nope, nope, and yes. Minimum 5,000. Awesome. Confirm. It goes in. It takes forever to get in. I don't think that matters that much, that it takes so long time to get in. To be honest, this is also a problem from a factory perspective. Like, these should be evenly inbounding. Right. And actually I could do this. Can I? I don't think that's a good idea. Well, yeah, it will always keep this one full first. So this way I'm gonna get a full lane in. I'm getting 640 inbound. Which is more than I can actually support, so it should be fine. It should be fine. This one should also start working again. Great. So this just needs someone to come pick it up and then bring it up to orbit. Once it's up to orbit, then we're going to be setting up a category here, and we're now going to see this one can go up to 7,000, which is not enough, so we need to build a cargo bay. Let's do a cargo bay extension. Oh my god, that's expensive. 10 minutes. Damn. Oh, but we already have some of it. And as always, if something is worth doing, it's worth overdoing, so I have extended it even more. And we now have a pretty sizable production here, and this is just flowing in, and it's just trying to keep this up. So something must have been sent off. It's now sending in at over 1,000 per minute, and this one should be, when it gets to 5,000, it should be coming in with another pickup. 5,000 was crossed and nothing is picked up. Well, that's interesting. Either we don't have any platforms, or we have enough in orbit that we are not bringing in anymore. Let's look at the storage. We have 5,000 and there's only 8,000 is the maximum. So we still want more of these damn upgrades for the cargo base. This takes now 12 minutes. That's crazy, and a lot of production. So having 10,000 here is a lot, but it is kind of what I need to transport. I really want 10,000 up here. So I guess, I mean, we're not really getting anywhere with the other ones. Okay, so now let's do a trade. So now I'm gonna sell glass for that, and I'm gonna, minimum amount to sell is 5,000, which is a big ship, and sell above a threshold of 1. Unfortunately, I can't do 0, which is insanely annoying. So I'm gonna do this. Is it gonna sell? No, because I have 5,000. It's only 5,000 over the 1. So I have to actually do 499. There. Edit recurring order. It sold 2,000 glass. That's really not correct. Like, I don't get this, because this is not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be, if I said minimum amount to sell is 499, then don't sell for 2,000. It's just the way it works. Okay, 1999 like this. What does that do? Nothing. Min 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's get another spaceship. We can just barely afford one here, and this one is going to be set to recurring market orders. It just immediately went out for a, there we go, 299, and then now we have a, now we can do this. There we go. So this gives us like 30,000 profit coming in a while, and it also means that over down here we should have a ship coming in. Oh, there was a ship coming in. Okay, and it's already picked up the next 5,000, which means if we look here, we already have another 5,000, and that means we can now sell another 5,000 up here if we want to. Yeah, so that all it needs is another ship, and we can buy more ships. So if we get more money here, we'll just buy another ship and see if that one will be sent out immediately. Okay, let's buy a ship, even though we barely have enough money for it. Let's buy a ship here and then assign it to a market route, and it went out immediately. Please send us, yes, 30,000 profit in 6 hours, 6 minutes from glass. So we're starting to make some good money from this. Of course, we have to spend money to make money, but this glass is probably going to be a very nice money maker. What I really want to do now is basically be able to transition all of my small ships between all of my small ships that are servicing this, change that to big ships, and also all the ships going back to the planet should also be big or medium ships, because I think that's just better. Okay, so this one is gradually filling up. That's excellent. It's gonna make us some money in a couple of minutes time, and yeah, we do need that because we're spending a lot of money, that's for sure. And over here we have our now reduced. Look at the size of this thing, like how much is spent on the spaceship part and how little is spent on the actual factory. But it's chugging along, it's making what we need. Let's go back. Yeah, it's hovering over here waiting for the next one to be available. All of these boxes, all these counters here should be full, and they're not, so something might be not working. But at least if we're looking at it, yeah, it's the xenoferrite. So xenoferrite is something we really want to deal with, but we are getting a lot of other stuff done. So probably the next objective is going to be xenoferrite. There's some really cool way of mining and processing, or we could just buy it, couldn't we? Well, I guess we'll find out. But that is going to complete it for this episode. I am super happy about the progress. I think we made some cool new things. We built a decentralized plant, and we are using medium ships, and we're using these large cargo ships. So that's super amazing. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Remember, if you're a patron supporter, you can download the save game and play from here if you want. I might also be streaming it a little bit more on YouTube because I think it's super fun to play. So I'll be seeing you streaming it on Twitch, of course. And I want to continue this if there is any interest in it moving forward. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.